Stranger Things Season 4 was one of the streaming platform's most ambitious shows ever, with its episodes going for over an hour each and having a budget of $30 million per episode. There was also a whole sprawl of characters all over the map. Despite it making waves, viewers and cast members are starting to feel that maybe there were too many characters in the season. Let's take a deeper look at it. Starting with, is the show too soft? From focusing on a tightly knit group trying their best to solve a mystery together to Season 4 where the kids from Hawkins have all grown up, they've surely come a long way from the first season. It's safe to say the show grew up with them. With that being said, the show is no Game of Thrones. Even though it has gotten much more mature with time, it's still pretty reluctant to kill off any main characters despite them always going through life-threatening challenges. Even Millie Bobby Brown, playing 11, commented on this last year when she joked about the show needing a massacre in its upcoming season to deal with its huge cast. She then said that the Duffer brothers are sensitive people who don't want any of their characters to die. Despite that, she thinks they should have more of a Game of Thrones mindset, even if it means killing her off. Just recently, Hawke, who plays Robin, came out with a similar take, though nowhere near as extreme as Brown's. The actress admitted that she thinks the cast has gotten to a point where it's just not manageable to keep going with everyone for the upcoming season. Additionally, Hawke thinks there are too many characters. While taking a polygraph test for Vanity Fair, Hawke was asked about her thoughts on the fan favorite Eddie Munson dying in Season 4. She replied to them saying that no, he shouldn't have died, or at least according to her, though she does think that the show has too many characters to the point that it's hard to keep track. She even mentioned it during an interview with Rolling Stone just earlier this September. The star revealed she wants her character to die in the final season, though not as grim as you'd think. She'd love her character to die with honor, as any actor would, but she also wants to move fans with her performance this time. But it's not all bad. She continues to talk about how much the showrunners love their cast. The Duffer brothers have fallen in love with the characters they've created and the actors who play them, so they can't bring themselves to kill anyone off. Furthermore, the Duffer brothers have responded. The creators of the show, Matt and Ross Duffer, responded to Brown's comments back when Season 4 was still airing. They started by saying that they've spent months, even years, exploring options in their writing rooms. As an example, they talked about killing Mike. That's just depressing, and they aren't GOT. This is Hawkins, not Westeros. Continuing to kill a lot of main characters out of nowhere takes the show away from what it truly is. The two have to struggle to find a middle ground between keeping it relatively PG while also realistic. Despite all talks of it being reluctant to kill off characters, we did get to see a couple of deaths in Season 4. Dr. Brenner, Eleven's papa, who abused her pathologically while he tried to bring out her true powers, was gunned down in front of her as she attempted to escape the Nina Project, though he did supposedly die in the first season as well. But in Brown's defense, introducing a character or two in a small town per season would have made a whole lot more sense than introducing a whole plethora. Then again, who are we to question two of the biggest names in the industry right now? Moreover, would Dr. Owens come back for Season 5? Dr. Owens, played by Paul Reiser, who's famously known for his role in Aliens, was left behind in a top-secret bunker after he ended up getting locked up since he helped Eleven escape. The character was last seen as captured by the US military, so it's safe to assume that he's still alive, but there haven't been any confirmations as of yet, though apparently not even the actor knows if his character will come back for the final season. In an interview with E! News, the actor talks about the show writing room, tweeting out and asking fans what they'd like for the next season, as he commented asking if Dr. Owens could please be alive. Lastly, do fans feel the same way? While fans don't necessarily mind having new characters introduced like Alexei or Dr. Owens, who help move the plot forward, but with more and more cast regulars being added in every season, it just lessens the impact of having the same tight-knit feelings that it had when it first started. Just because of its massive cast, many main characters such as Jonathan, Lucas, and Will are more or less treated as background characters whose job is only putting in one-liners now and then. The difference can even be seen if we compare posters from the first and latest season. Though everyone loved Robin, she was a great addition to Season 3, but her being a regular in the latest season turned them off. No one saw any potential in her still being a part of it, and it just seemed unnecessary. If we move on to Erica, it's a whole other story. A lot of people have been saying that she didn't have any place in the story except being forced into it for plot convenience. It was a surprise for everyone when the character became a regular in Season 4. Next, in other news, Caleb MacLachlan calls out bigotry in fandom. Stranger Things has taken the world by storm, and its cast members have been elevated to global superstardom. But one actor does not feel the same amount of love. The Stranger Things star Caleb MacLachlan, who plays one of the show's very few black characters, Lucas Sinclair, said that he feels as if he's being treated much differently by fans compared to his white co-stars. He talks about how it did take a huge toll on him as he was younger. At his first Comic-Con, people didn't even bother to stand in his line, though he did clarify that some of the fan animosity towards him was because of his initially romantic relationship with Eleven was portrayed in the first season. But even after that plotline was done with, he realized that his character was nowhere near a fan favorite. Furthermore, the 20-year-old actor shared how even now, most people don't follow him or support him because of his skin. While he was overseas, he felt the racism and bigotry and how hard it is to talk about such things and for people to understand them as well. He said that it affected him a lot growing up in that fandom. Moving on, what will a Stranger Things extended universe look like? While the show's spin-offs are bound to be tied back to it in one way or another, the Duffer brothers and everyone else from the Stranger Things universe haven't put out any kind of information about any spin-off series. In May of this year, during an interview with Variety, the duo only shared their excitement for the announced spin-off and said that only Finn Wolfhard knows what it's about, and that too was him just guessing. They clearly said that it's going to be completely different from the original series, without any appearances or cameos from already existing characters. There are a lot of ways this series could go. Considering that till now, the show has taken place in Hawkins, could we see a different location this time where similar strange events are taking place? Or could this new story be unique enough to take place in the past or even the future? Whatever may be the case about its plot, it does open up doors to a lot of possibilities. Finally, Al Pacino joined Stranger Things' Charlie Heaton in a new movie. It's been confirmed. Al Pacino is going to team up with Stranger Things star Charlie Heaton in a movie called Billy Knight. The film follows the story of two students from grad school called Alex, played by Heaton, and Emily, Diana Silvers, as they go through their careers as filmmakers. While that may be its main storyline, on the sidelines, Alex is dealing with the loss of his father, who, as a failed screenwriter, left him with scripts and a napkin with the name Billy Knight written on it. The entire debacle leads him down a line of adventure to track down a mysterious character. Pacino, Alex Griffin, the writer and director of the movie, said to The Hollywood Reporter that it's a love letter to cinema. That's a wrap for this video. Do you think the show should kill off some of its existing characters? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you at the next one.